But the scares continue. Another month, but the fear proceeds to rise. This is the Venom month of horrors 2, Trapped in Time.
Poltergeist follows Stephen and Diane, a couple with their 3 children. However, one night their youngest daughter Carol Ann vanishes, and they soon discover that she is somehow trapped inside their television set.
Wow!
Paranormal occurrences start taking place around the house, leading the parents to get professionals involved to bust these ghosts, and after a whole lot of weird shit, they save their daughter, and after a whole lot of more weird shit, they leave the house behind after it's destroyed by the demonic entity. Steven Spielberg was set to direct the picture because he was unable to make a sequel for Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but unfortunately his contract prevented him from doing so whilst working on E.T., leading to Stephen King being approached to help write, but an agreement couldn't be made until Toby Hooper joined the fray.
I believe it.
Many have questioned just how much contribution Spielberg actually had on the project, which in turn degraded how much Hooper was putting forth. Many of the cast claimed Spielberg did most of the work, while others claimed Hooper did, but based on everybody's stories, it was concluded that it was about 50-50. So let's stop the arguing there, children.
We'll just see about that.
The movie was released on June the 4th, 1982, grossing a worldwide total of $76.6 million, making it the highest grossing horror film that year and 8th overall, receiving mostly praise from critics. Being nominated for 3 Academy Awards but walking away with none, however it did scoop up 3 Saturn Awards for Best Horror, Best Makeup and Best Supporting Actress for Zelda Rubinstein, who was apparently a paranormal medium in real life, by the way. Pretty difficult because they don't exist, but apparently she was one.
Who the hell is this guy?
She even claimed to be psychic and didn't like Toby Hooper because she could sense that he had a drug problem. Moving on. And it also picked up a BAFTA for Best Visual Effects. I actually quite like this film. Shocking, I know.
That's incredible.
It has a unique feel and the TV aspect sets it apart from other paranormal movies. The original idea was for Carol Ann to get killed in the first act and then haunt the house for the rest of the film, but the kidnapping aspect is so different and that's what I love about this picture. It's also quite heartbreaking when they hear their daughter's voice emanating from the television set and even worse, screaming and crying for help. It gets quite emotional and in my mind that's the strongest part of the movie. It's very different and this had cameras all around the house far before Paranormal Activity did. This film was way ahead of its time. There's also really eerie moments when they leave the room and entirely in one uninterrupted shot. When they return, the furniture has silently moved all on its own. It's simple, but it's damn effective, and no music is used or needed. It is a bit weird though, when they discover the supernatural goings on and start using them in celebration. I mean, would you really react this way? However, Carol Ann is a creepy ass child from the very beginning, even before anything's possessed her. Look at those eyes. Your other one just died! Why are you so happy, you creepy little weirdo? And then her brother randomly gets attacked by the Whomping Willow out of nowhere before she's dragged into her closet. Good, creepy little shit. Originally, Drew Barrymore auditioned, but Spielberg wanted someone more angelic looking. However, it was this audition that got her the part in E.T. Wait, more angelic looking so they cast this freaky ass looking girl? But some of the effects really haven't aged well. Look at this awful CGI effect. At least the animators from the Casper prequel still got work.
Come on, Stevie! Move your set. Okay, Steve.
A funny gag, but why would 2 neighbours have a remote that works for both of their TVs? That doesn't make any sense. She looks about 12 and they're like 35.
Look, Mr. Ted Hill.
Ben.
Ben.
Really sorry.
Mr. Ted Hill, look, we were just what we were wondering.
What? I don't get it.
Where was Carol Ann playing when she disappeared?
Her bedroom closet.
How the hell do you know that? You put her to bed and then you didn't go back to check on her. She literally went to the closet and no one else was there.
We have got much more than the paranormal episode taking place.
There is immeasurable physical science in this house that goes far beyond any of the creaking doors or cold spots I've ever experienced.
Why are we whispering when a ghost can hear our dumbasses no matter what?
I also love how polite the spirits are, by the way, letting them have a nice quiet evening to relax. They also randomly put the entire film on hold to suddenly discuss real estate. It's out of nowhere and it's just boring, and this is only put in so later on we can discover that their house was put on top of a graveyard. That is the only reason.
Carol Ann is not like those she's with. She is a living presence in their spiritual earthbound plane. They're attracted to the one thing about her that's different from themselves.
She's creepier than any other ghost! Stop hiring weird, creepy people to play the innocents! Although, this dialogue is absolutely outstanding.
It keeps Carol Ann very close to it and away from the spectral light. It lies to her. It says things only a child can understand. It has been using her to restrain the others. To her, it simply is another child. To us, it is the beast. Now let's go get your daughter.
Yes! I just nutted at the awesomeness of that scene. The ending does get a bit weird and extreme with the epilepsy room of death, but the acting is some of the best I have ever seen.
Run to the light, baby! Mommy is in the light.
Tell her you're waiting for her.
Mommy is waiting for you in the light. I hate you for that.
Oh, and one of the funniest lines ever delivered in a serious scene.
What do you think you're doing? I'm going in after her! Won't come to you! Let me go! You've never done this before! Neither have you! You're right, you go!
That is brilliant. Also, why was there jelly in hell?
Hi, Daddy.
And she still sounds creepy! Kill her! Put her back!
This house is clean.
Wait, so all they had to do was retrieve the girl, and then what, the demon just gave up? Like, they got the girl back and the ghost was just like, oh no guys, well we tried, sorry, let's just go home. In fact, the house isn't clean, because the ghost comes back in a few scenes. So this isn't a real psychic. I was right, they don't exist. You know, I probably would find these scenes scary if not for Scary Movie 2. Yeah, they pretty much ruined them for me. But as explained, more bad CGI effects. Oh, I'm so scared by how fake it looks. I'm totally convinced it's right there. Whoa. And then she gets attacked by real skeletons. Yeah, they used real skeletons and the actress wasn't even aware of it at the time. Cheaper? Either way, it's creepy as hell. I kind of feel like this extra act is just overkill. I mean, we've already had this huge climax and we barely had any time to catch our breath, and you want to throw all of this at us as well? A giant man-eating vagina?
You only move the headstones! Why? Why?
You only moved the acting! Why? Why? And the ending drags. Not only do we get a surprise extra act, but then it just continues more and more, and then they finally get to the motel and move the TV outside. Kinda wish it turned itself on as a spooky cliffhanger, but that'll suffice. The movie got 2 sequels in 1986 and 1988, a TV series in 1996, a remake in 2015, and a complete rip-off called Insidious in 2010. I also kinda have to mention that there's a supposed curse that comes with this film and its entire franchise. Dominique Dunne, who played the eldest daughter, passed away in 1982 after her ex-boyfriend strangled her to death. Lou Perryman, who played Pugsley, was murdered by a man with an axe in 2009, and the young girl Heather O'Rourke, who played Carol Ann in all 3 movies, died at just age 12 in 1988 from an acute bowel obstruction. That's literally it.
Don't ask me why.
Regardless, Poltergeist remains an impressive, creepy, emotional and well-told ghost story that you should definitely check out. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more, I'm reviewing every film in the 1001 movies you must see before you die, so make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with them and also turn on notifications to be alerted for each episode. What do you think of Poltergeist? Let me know about it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Was Insidious actually a separate film, or was it just a remake? It was pretty much the exact same film.